I make jokes all the time, okay? Just because I say that I want a man that is 6'3" and up doesn't mean just because you're 6'3" and up, I want you, okay? So calm down, okay? Be cool. Be cool. Y'all are just getting extremely offended. I don't understand why you got little man complex. You need to motherfucker, listen, focus. I'm the captain, okay? Calm the fuck down. Grow up. Be a man. Get tall. I should just take a page out of my dog Super's book and we should just do story time about there was a bug on me. I'm gonna just do story time about the one time that I did date a man that was 5'11", my height. Are y'all ready? Let me know. So back when MySpace was popping, this guy befriended me. This is when I was living in Texas. He was decent looking, you know, I was like MySpace popping back then, so I really wasn't, paying too much attention. Plus I'm light skinned, so you already know. So I found out that he also lived in Dallas while I lived in Dallas. So I was like, you know what? We should meet up. Cause that's just the thought shit that we did back then with MySpace around. You bitches is advanced now, getting flown out and everything. We was just meeting up with niggas in the city back then. So we set up like a little date to meet or whatever, but we never did because I don't remember what came up. Like I was just on some thought shit back then. Mind you, in the MySpace messages, he told me he was like 6'1". So I'm like, okay, that's what's up, 6'1". Like I could deal with 6'1". He'd still be like shorter than me if I wore heels, but I could stand 6'1", you know what I'm saying? So I moved back to New Orleans and I just put his ass on the back burner like whatever, 6'1" ass nigga, bye. You're not important. So fast forward to like me being in New Orleans for like a year now. This Negro finds my Facebook page. I don't know how, okay? And he was like, hey, how you been? I still haven't forgotten. We got to go on a date. I'm like, well, I don't live in Dallas anymore. I live in New Orleans. Like, what the fuck do you want me to do? He was like, that's fine. I'll just come to you. I'm like, huh? Nigga, whoa. Don't know you like that. Pump your brakes. He's like, no. It's not like that. I've always wanted to come to New Orleans and, we still have to see each other. He's like, I'll get a hotel. It's not that big of a deal. I'm like, nigga, of course you was going to get a hotel. Who the fuck you thought you was going to stay with? So the day that he gets here, he pulls up to my house in the rental. And y'all, he got out the car. I was expecting more of his body to come out the car when he got out. But he was little. Okay? He was little. In my mind, I'm like, Jesus, fix it. This man is not grown up. But I wasn't going to be completely rude, okay? So I was like, hey. I gave him a hug. I'm like, this nigga is not 6'1". What the fuck? So he's like, I want to go see the city. He's like, plus, I'm going to take you out. I'm going to wine and dine you. Look at me. Wine and dine me, eh? Boy, you might have just grown about 1.5 inches talking to me like this. You better stop it now. I love food. He stayed probably about 3 days. I refused to go there with him because I know that's what y'all are waiting here. This little Negro basically was standing tall on top of his wallet. Whatever I wanted, that whole, the little 3-4 days he was here, he bought it. It didn't matter what it was. He was like, money is no object. I want you to be with me. And I'm just looking at him like, if you don't shut the fuck up, grow up. So when it was time for him to leave, he was like, you should come back with me to Dallas because I know you missed it a little bit. And, I just want you to spend the weekend with me back in Dallas. And I'm like, fuck, I ain't got nothing else to do. Might as well. So I packed him. I kind of knew he was into some other shit, but I really didn't care because the money was just nice. So I'm driving the car and we're going through Baton Rouge. I'm doing like 90 on the highway, y'all. Going through Baton Rouge. The police pulled me over. I'm like, whatever. I'm legal. I ain't riding dirty. I ain't tripping. I look over at him. He looks like he's seen a ghost. Reaches behind the seat and starts taking apart, y'all, an AK-47. I kid you not. This short ass, midget Mac ass, little milk dud looking son of a bitch had me in the car with an AK-47, y'all. I said, Lord Jesus, I am too young and pretty to go back to jail. No! Due to me doing like almost 100 miles per hour, the police are like, bah, step out of the car with your hands up. I'm like, hell yeah. I'm gonna step out the car. I'm gonna bat my eyelashes at the police and stick my titties up. And hopefully he'll leave us the hell alone, you know? Listen, I think Jesus, all the disciples, his mama Mary and Joseph, they was watching over me that day, because that police officer, I put on the fakest act of my life to get out of there. When I got out the car, I just, backed up into the police officer, and he was like, why are you speaking? Y'all, I got the tears in my eye, and I said, after Katrina, we moved to Texas, and I recently just moved back to New Orleans, and some of my family is back in Texas. I haven't seen them. He started talking about his family that was like in Utah and Arizona, and they're from New Orleans, and they were living in the Ninth Ward. Look, I didn't really give a shit. I just didn't want this police officer to find this big ass gun in the goddamn car. Okay, that's it. So he lets me off with a warning, tells me to slow it down and get to Dallas safe. I get back in the car. This nigga's like, oh, I had to take the clip out my other gun. Motherfucker, other gun? What? Jesus. Fast forward to, we finally get to Dallas. He's like, oh, I'm going to get a hotel room, and this is where we're going to stay for the weekend. Suspicions arose, but I told y'all he was paying for everything. I was like, I'm going to shut up. So we going to like all my old stomping ground. And if you knew me back when I was living in Dallas, you always knew that I was always with a tall man. Always. You never saw me with a short dude. My ex was like 6'6". Another one was like 6'4". So the second night that we're there, we go to the club. I'm just taking down shots like it ain't guzzling. So we go back to the hotel. This little midget nigga started kissing on my neck, and I was like, no, don't do that because you're little. No. So what had happened next was, do y'all know what the fuck happened next? Damn it. I don't have to tell. Linda, listen, Linda, listen. When I tell you that this little nigga, stroke game crazy, okay? I was like, wait, what the fuck? Y'all, I thought I heard Jesus calling my name, and my eyes rolled back in my head. I thought I was in love, but I was confused because he was short. And I was like, why would you do this, Jesus? Why would you make a short man do this to me? So now I'm like all dick whipped by this midget ass man. I'm in that bitch like, I'm walking on sunshine. We're driving around, and he's like, oh, I gotta stop by my people's house to go get something real quick. I'm like, okay, boo. I'm sitting there waiting in the car, waiting for him to come back out. And we had just gotten done doing like some happy hour drinks. So I had to go pee. I'm not about to piss on myself. So I make my way to the front door of the house because I need to pee. Duh. I knock on the front door, and then I partially open it, and I'm like, hello, I'm coming in. I got a tinkle. And I hear some voices or whatever, but that ain't none of my business. So I made my way to a bathroom that I saw right next to the living room. As I'm walking to the bathroom, I hear this big scruffy voice. And where the hell you been? And you need to go clean up that goddamn room of yours. Oh? Like, where the fuck? Hold on, what? Nigga, where am I? I'm like, nah, I'm gonna just keep going pee. That's what I'm gonna do. Mind my business. I come out the bathroom, and there is this like 60-year-old, highly disgruntled, big man in front of the bathroom door. He's like, and who the hell are you? I'm like, whoa, calm down, Big Papa, calm down. Now, Midget Mac looks at Big Papa, and he goes, Daddy, calm down. That's just net. Daddy, clean your room. Wait a minute. Something ain't matching up in this bitch. Wait. Y'all, this little 5'8" ass Negro lived at home with his daddy. I walked into that room. It was a full-size bed on the bed rails, y'all. It wasn't even no real bed, y'all. This Negro tricked me with all the diamonds and pearls. Motherfuck. Y'all, my walk-in closet was bigger than this damn room. I can't believe No! I am not a shallow person by any means, okay? I'm not big on materialistic shit, but you will not be little and a fucking liar, okay? And stunting like you got it. Motherfuck, I was pissed. Child, I packed my bags so quickly when I got back to that hotel room. Then I called my 6'6" ex to come and get me because I am just freaking petty like that. Moral of the story is, those little ones, they have amazing sex. But that little nigga gave me trust issues, and I just can't trust none of you little motherfuckers. No. Friend zone. Friend zone. The end.